By the grace of God, I am well. I hope you are too.
I'm wet.
You are wet.
Yes.
Give me so, which means you are back in Battor.
Yes, I'm always at Battor.
Okay.
Occasionally to do one or two things here. But the situation is not good.
Please tell us how is the situation like there?
So now you are from the Tong area. I was just even talking to a colleague of mine who's the Paramount chief of the TOGBE Agamasa. And now we were discussing the effect it will have on the Sugakofe Bridge. So taking it from there, all the way through my first township is cut off the two. And after this morning, the Battor is equally not being fed. We don't know what to do because the water is still rising. In fact, I called VRA this morning. Their call just came in, but I couldn't cut you off, so I will call them later. So the situation is really bad. It's bad. People's homes are flooded. The kids in some of the communities cannot go to school because the water levels keep rising, and the various homes are getting flooded. So in a nutshell, it is really bad. There's nothing wrong to write home about. It's bad.
You said Battor is not being spared, and I was in Battor not too long ago.
Yes.
Which areas are affected? I even know that the member of parliament even has his residence by the river.
Oh, yes. I'm just planning. I was calling him this morning, but his phone seems to be off, and his house is equally interesting because it's by the riverside, and my actual village is at the other side of, Avema, the opposite of Avema.
Yes.
And the information I received this morning is that the water is about 5 feet away from. There's a neem tree on my lawn. The water is just 5 feet away from the neem tree, and once you climb it, you can imagine what will happen. The whole area. My uncle is close to me. This will also be washed away. So it's a very bad situation. We have an NGO that built a cheap compound for one of our communities. Yes, and it's all equally affected this morning. As we woke up this morning, we realized that the cheap compound is surrounded with water. So it's really. I wish I can send you some of the videos or the clips that I'm receiving, but right now I'm handicapped. I cannot send it to you because things are not getting well for me. I have to be talking to the community members, leaders, and others to be able to get the first-hand information and then follow up from there. So. Well, we are managing, but it's not the best. It's not the best, yeah.
You said Mepe is cut off?
Yes, Mepe Township. You know the rural bank area there?
Yes.
Going to the Zimmer, the cemetery over there is also cut off. And there are a lot of outlets. And last night when I went around, I realized that one of the outlets has actually coming towards Battor. We call it Botswana. And from Botswana to my own residence is not very far. There are two areas that it will pass through. Then it will affect my place. Then the next quarter is just about from 100 years away from me will equally be affected. The hospital is also being threatened. The hospital is not far from the water, the waterfront. Yeah.
Wow. So even your residents, you are suspecting that the more they spill,
Oh yes.
yours will also be taken over by the water.
The one at Boma is called VOME. Is not going to be spread any further spelling. But where I am in town, I'm not worried. I'm rather worried about my people who have lost their homes, their properties, and what have you. So, if government is listening to us, they have to do something more serious than what they are just NADMO going to, distribute mattresses. And where are they going to put the mattresses? When the whole place is flooded, water is coming out. If you sleep on the mattress, by the time you even close your eyes, you are underwater. So the government should not sit in Accra and then, they should do something more serious than just distributing mattresses.
So what do you think urgently needs to be done for those who have been affected?
You are also from Tong area. And when these things happen, we need to move people to a much higher ground. As I'm talking to you now, the Boomer community, for instance, is sandwiched between the main river and then the tributaries that flooded the township. And then when you cross that one, you have to go further. There's this bridge from another community. From there, you go towards the Adidoma Road. That one is also cut. And you have to put a boat on that river on that water to be able to ferry people who are traveling from the DZEKLEY to maybe to Adidoma. You could take them, and then because the vehicles cannot cross the bridge, it's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. So there are people who manage these disasters. They know better. They know what to do. So they should sit up. They should sit up and let's solve this problem before. I watched a bit of I don't want to go there. What happened in Morocco? Are we waiting for such a big event to occur? Are we going to wait? When we start, issuing statements here and there. This is the time to take action. That dam, the construction of the dam has affected us in the Tong area. How much are we getting from it? Now, the dam is threatening the lives of our people. Please, government, we need serious attention, not mattresses and plastic cars or buckets. We don't need that. And are you with me?
Yes, and I'm wondering if you're getting any attention at all. Have you seen anybody there who has at least gotten in touch with you, attempted to do an assessment to see what they can do about the situation?
No. So now you are the first media house even to respond to the release I made yesterday. I saw the chief executive on Spillage. That was on Joy FM last night. The DC of Central Song or this South Song receiving those things, and nobody has come to or called me or offered to assist us to move those people who are closer to the front, the river front. No, nothing. Nobody has called. And maybe I'm not a politician, so they might have called the politicians, but I don't know. I've been talking, liaising with my MP, Honorable Okujetu Abrakwa. Last night he was all over the communities, looking around to see how things are going. Even his own house is being threatened. So now nobody has called us. I'm just getting ready to visit my next door neighbors, the Mepe people. I spoke to one of the chiefs there, and he also lamented seriously. I can tell you on authority that the schools in Mepe have closed because their parents' homes are flooded. Where would the children stay so they can dress and go to school? Everybody will have to take care of his or her child, let alone your properties that are being destroyed. So, and now we don't know. We don't know what is going to happen next. We don't know. So the weather, yeah.
No, please conclude. Then I'll ask my.
Yeah, because apart from the spillage, we are having heavy rainfall this year, and it's also adding more to the flooding, the spillage from the dam. A lot of tributaries that connect to the main water river are also flooded, and the water level is also rising there, and it's affecting what is already coming from the dam.
So far, you've mentioned Mepe, you mentioned Battor.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned Avayima too.
Yes.
You mentioned, I think, Voma.
Yeah, Boma. And then I've also been informed that there's, Volokoma.
Yes.
Yeah. And those areas also have been affected for those above from Battor going towards the long dam. The communities down there are also being affected. Volo is equally being affected. So I can name them, and I don't have the full list in front of me, but they are equally affected.
Okay. So wait, have you seen anything like this before?
You want to know my age? When I was very young, that was in 1967. We had a similar thing, and we were, because I was just maybe, I can remember, I think 5 to 6 years old, and we were jumping the water all over the place. But this one, I understand that was 11 years or 12 years ago, similar thing happened. And the most dangerous one was the 1963 floods. We keep mentioning it in our dispatches. 1963 was equally life-threatening. So yes, this is not the first time.
Okay. So I know your background, and I'm wondering if you have some proposals. You can think of something that should be done immediately.
Can I give me some idea?
Because I think you are much more. This is your area of expertise, much more than I am. I am a journalist. I don't want to say what I know TOGBE is.
Yes, that's a very heavy estimate. Like I said, the poor farmers in the area have lost their farms. When this thing started, they have to go to their farms as the water was coming. Their farms have been destroyed now. Their crops gone. Nothing. The full situation will be coming to, it is going to be worse, as I indicated in the statement. If you ask me for an idea as to what to be done, it has to be long term. Because we look at the short term, resolving the problem now, look at the medium term, where we can find a lasting solution. And then finally the long term aspect of it will also be considered. Well, as I said, I'm not right now. I'm thinking about the people who are whose houses are being affected. So there's a lot to be done. We cannot do within 5 minutes or 2 minutes. There's a lot to be done.
Yeah. Okay.
How do we assist those people who have lost their source, the sources of income, their livelihood, and all that. If you know the banking system, if you go for 100 cities, so we have to pay some interest on it. Can they afford? They cannot. Now they don't have anything. You don't have savings to fall on. How do you fund? Or you don't have any security to offer banks that will give you some small loan. You'll be back to square one. You cannot. And I don't think we have any resources or any resources that is available now to support our people. That's why personally we need to look at the short term, the medium term, and the long term effect of what is happening now. Let's stop making the political statements. Let's get down to work and do what is expected, what our people are looking for.
Dobaga, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, too,
and we'll be in touch.
Please do, because the water is still rising. I woke up this morning. I thought maybe my mattress would be floating, but luckily enough, I'm on dry ground now. But my residents across the river, I sympathize with my people over there. I sympathize with the people of the whole of Tongu, and then our friends down South South and all that. They are equally affected, and we our thoughts are with them as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dobaga, Akba Gogo.
Yes, sir.
TOGBE PATAMIA DZEKLEY, the 7th, is Paramount Chief for Battor Traditional Area, Vice President of the Volta Regional House of Chiefs, speaking to us this morning.